Hello and welcome. My name is Miriam. This is my channel Dragon's Lair, and today we are going to make some rub-on deodorant that you can make at home, and it works really well. I use it now all the time and I love it because I can make it the scent that I want to wear, and it works really well. I like it. So these are the things you'll need. You'll need a thing to heat on. So I have my hot plate on the side here, which I'm going to turn on to get it heating. You'll need a pot or pan of water. And I've got a glass measuring jug that I use because the handle sits nicely on the outside of it, it sits nicely in the water, and then I can just put my ingredients in there. So you're double boiling your ingredients. I always have paper towels handy because it can get messy. I have a glass rod for stirring, really easy to clean, so I like this. I have a little set of scales, the little electronic ones, and I really like these ones because they're great for measuring small quantities. And today I am working in small quantities. I have containers for measuring things out in. A spoon. A container for putting my product in. So this is the amount of product we're making. Alright, so that's all the equipment that you need. Now comes to the ingredients. And there are only 5 ingredients to this. I'm using the Wendell's rub-on deodorant recipe. I will link it down below, and that includes baking soda, tapioca starch, a tiny amount of beeswax, and you can see I get mine from Pure Nature, and some coconut oil. I also get mine from Pure Nature. Oh, and the 5th ingredient is the scent that you want. This has got oil on the bottom of it. It's not the scent, so it's from something else. So I have some peppermint from Pure Nature as well. I already need a paper towel. Luckily, I bought some. So I can feel the heat coming from that. So you start off with, I just realized I'm doing that thing where I'm not looking at the lens, I'm looking at the viewfinder, and so my vision is going to be slightly offset to looking directly at you guys. I will try and do better looking at the lens. The viewfinder is just there for me to make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so I'm going to measure out the ingredients and put them all into their separate little containers out in front of me. Make sure that you guys can see those. Okay. So I'm going to start with the coconut oil. Put that on there, turn that on, and you need 30 grams of coconut oil. Yes, we're in the metric system. Okay, 30 My thing just popped. I'm scared. Why did you just pop? Why did you make a popping noise? Okay. 32 grams of coconut oil, apparently, because I got a bit gung-ho with the pouring, so I might just go slightly over on my other ingredients, just to make sure it doesn't turn out too oily. Okay, so that's the coconut oil. I need 20 grams of the baking soda. That away. Okay. Starting to heat up. You can see it heating up in there. I need 25 grams of the tapioca starch. It's maybe the first time I'm using this hot plate, so it's a little bit smelly. But I figured it was better to film here than in my kitchen. Okay, 25 grams of the tapioca starch. Okay. And we only need 4 grams. My scales are being temperamental. 4 grams of the beeswax. Close enough. All right. I'm not like burning my table, am I? I'm just making sure. There's a little smoke coming up here and I'm just a bit concerned that I'm burning my tablecloth, but it seems to be okay. All right. So you start off with putting in the beeswax and the oil. And that will take, the other reason I brought paper towels with me, that will take a few minutes to dissolve. The beeswax especially, they're quite hard little granules, and so they take a moment to melt. But once they're melted, then we'll get on to the next bit. So I'll probably just fast forward over this bit. It's getting there. Yeah. Slowly but surely. It's actually only taking a few minutes, but it feels like a long time when you're looking at little granules of beeswax and you're watching them get smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like watching paint dry. Again with the viewfinder. You're there, not there. Oh, so close, so close. One tiny little bit left. There it goes. Okay, so once that is all melted, then you put in the starch and the baking soda. I usually put in the starch first. I don't think it matters which order you do it in, but you have to be quick because you put in the starch and you give it a good stir, and then you put in the baking soda and give it a good stir because it will be lumpy for a moment and you have to make sure you stir it so that it's not lumpy anymore. I really should have filmed this with a top-down camera. What you gonna do next time? Oh wait, essential oils. Okay, before you put the starch and the baking soda in, you put your oil in, you give it a nice scent. You put 10 drops. Don't go overboard with the scent on this stuff, or you will be exuding an air of whatever scent you have put into this thing. So don't go overboard, just 10 drops. Oh god, this is peppermint and I love the smell of this so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My hand is getting hot. 10. Okay. Oh my god, I can smell that. It smells so good. Okay, now. This is terrible because this is on the wrong side of me. I'm right-handed. Next time. Dump that in there. Stir. And try to get the stuff that has landed on the side of the container down as much as you can. So the good thing about this is that even though I'm only stirring with a glass rod, it actually does a pretty good job of mixing and you don't need to do a lot in the way of stirring. That's the baking soda. In it goes. So I'll leave this in real time so that you can see how much I'm actually stirring this, which is not, you know, I'm not spending forever stirring this. Alright, I'm going to turn this off eventually. Now, here's my container. This. And when I first did this, I tried just pouring it into the container and I ended up with so much on my just wasted. So here you can see it's a creamy sort of mixture, and I'm going to spoon it as much as possible into my container so it's quite liquidy. And it, you want to do this fast because it sets quite quickly. There will be a little bit of waste. Oh my god, this stuff smells so delicious. As you can see, well, sort of. You can sort of see. I'll try and zoom in a little bit. Here it is. It's quite liquid still at first, but it solidifies, as I said, really quickly, and then once it's cool, you can use it immediately, and it's you just put some on your finger, and probably the amount I'm showing here. I don't know if that's showing or not. So that's about the amount that I would put under each arm. And so this little bit lasts you a long time. And oh god, it smells so yummy. I have a real problem with that. The scents that you can buy for deodorant, I often don't like. They're a bit too sharp to me, and then they end up smelling a bit rancid if you get really hot and sweaty. So I like this because I can choose more subtle scents and scents that I just really enjoy, and I enjoy wearing, and I enjoy smelling like this. So there you have it. I cannot take any credit for this recipe. It is entirely Wendell's recipe. They have kindly shared this on the internet, and this is just me making it in front of you so that you can see how it's made. I will link the recipe below and go and have a look. They do some amazing stuff on their site, some amazing natural products, so have a look at them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more crafty things. As you can probably see, so far this is my third video. The first one was making a polymer clay dragon, the second one was doing some nail art, and this one is making some deodorant. So I'm eclectic in my crafting, but it keeps things interesting for me, and hopefully will keep things interesting for you, because you'll get to see all sorts of weird, wonderful, random content of things you can make and draw. So please subscribe. Please like this video if you liked this video. Let me know in the comments if you had a go at this recipe and how it went, whether you like the product or not. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I have a little